Microsoft CEO argues that purchasing Activision Blizzard will permit him to build the new internet. Alrighty then, that certainly came out of left field, but being great at game building gives us permission to build the next internet, says CEO Satya Nadella, who goes on to specify a bit more by saying the metaverse is essentially about creating games. It is about being able to put people, places, things in a physics engine, and then having all the people, places, things in the physics engine relate to each other. And on the most baseline level, that's not incorrect, I suppose, although what you're essentially describing there is a mix of VR chat and tabletop simulator, which, again, I'm not necessarily opposed to. VR Sim 2.0 or VR Chat 2.0 with a little pinch tabletop sim. Yeah, VR Sim, that's actually the perfect title for it. There you go, you're welcome, Microsoft. It does actually sound kind of appealing. A better full-scale AAA level VR interface with all of the effects and benefits of a tabletop sim, with of course a vast modding community allowing me to play 40k. Hopefully. Probably not. Let's be honest here. One of the things that makes Tabletop Simulator so incredibly popular is you can play literally anything on it, and there will be models for it right there, plus probably rules as well. That's not going to happen on any kind of official Microsoft platform, but to take a little bit of a quick step back here. One, what does this have to do with Activision Blizzard? And two, what does it have to do with the metaverse? Particularly as the metaverse had $250 billion of its value wiped out last quarter's trading just a few days ago. $250 billion. Like that. And by the way, if you need any evidence whatsoever, any conclusive proof that all measures of the US to curb the absolute ridiculous monopolistic growth of companies has failed miserably and is in dire need of a complete top to bottom refurbishing, this is it. Microsoft can have $250 billion wiped off its market capital. That is more than the value of most sovereign nations, and for them, it's a shitty day of trading. Sure, it's a fourth of their company's profit, but it is only a fourth of a company's profit. For, again, a nation state, that kind of a loss would be death and destruction, annihilation, chaos, and anarchy. For Microsoft, or for Facebook, or Metaverse alone, it's nothing. It is literally a bad day at the stock market. Corporate dystopia, here we come. But to take a bit of a step back here, Activision Blizzard is a big game maker, sure, but what kind of expertise do they have in this? Well, nothing, really. Unless Microsoft is planning to make all of these games VR sort of things? I mean, I could see it. Here's the thing. One of the big problems with the metaverse is that nobody really quite knows what the metaverse is supposed to be. It's Mark Zuckerberg going like, oh, in the Internet 2.0, I will be a robot over here, and this guy will be a Blizzard over there, and we'll play poker around the table. Okay, we can already do that, basically. VR chat is a thing. It's crude and simplistic, sure, but it exists. Tabletop Simulator is a thing, so what exactly are you selling here? That was one of the big reasons why it lost so much of its market capital too, because people aren't entirely sure how this shit is gonna make money. It seems just, even if you're just gonna make it Facebook 2.0, it's an awful lot of trouble to put on your VR headset to go and, well, chat in Facebook, you know? What Microsoft could do, however, is tie their now newly acquired catalogue of incredibly popular things like World of Warcraft, StarCraft, etc., up to some kind of metaverse VR service. World of Warcraft 2 finally drops. It's a VR experience. A lot of people are going to look at that and go, Are you sure about this, Microsoft? But the name World of Warcraft 2 means that it's going to move like nobody's business regardless. It's going to have pre-orders in the billions, even if it's a VR porn game with a decidedly furry slant to it. There is simply no way that wouldn't be a tremendous economic success, even if it turned out to not goddamn run on the launch day. The name has that much weight to it. I'm having some conspiracy theories in my brain here, because there was, of course, the recent move by Sony to acquire Bungie as well for $3.6 billion. A lot of people have viewed this as a bit of a counter move to Microsoft, but is it really? It's like, oh hey, we purchased Bungie and we're totally gonna make more acquisitions in the future. I mean, that's cool, but $3.6 billion, if anything, you're just proving to us that Microsoft is a much, much bigger boy than you, and could probably purchase you wholesale if they wish to. At $3.6 billion is goddamn chump change for Microsoft. And Bungie, it's not going to give them that kind of market dominance that Activision Blizzard is. If anything, I just view it as a desperate gasp, really. There's also another theory, and that is that they're trying to kind of muddy the waters a little bit here, because there are quite some forces trying to throw some wrenches in the cogs of the Activision Microsoft purchase here, by saying that, hey, you can't buy Activision Blizzard because Activision Blizzard is currently under investigation, so you're not allowed. Apparently there's some kind of regulation surrounding that you can't be undergoing investigations if you're going to be undergoing such a major merger, which makes a lot of sense, because if that happens, a lot of paperwork might suddenly go bye-bye, a lot of responsible individuals might be moved to radically new positions, or even let go, or given massive payouts, and then, allowed to take a flight out of the country. Who knows? Who knows what Bobby Kotick will do with his $300 million? Just a theory. But if we're gonna get a bit more conspiratorial here, there is a mention about something absolutely ridiculous. Now here's the thing: this CEO has no idea what she is talking about here. Let's just read this there. Microsoft is paying so much for, and it'll point to the social and culture mention of Forza Horizon 5, the social and cultural dimensions of Forza Horizon 5, a racing game. Think about how we're able to tell even the story of car racing through a cultural lens. What? This entire new game that we produced is all about Mexico and the Mexican setting and car racing. Right, so a game about car racing is first about Mexico, then about the Mexican setting, and finally, on third place, far, far off in the distance, it's about car racing. It's self-evidently ludicrous, and yet it's the kind of thing that someone who doesn't know a whole lot about video games would absolutely say. Somebody who has far grander designs than making a mere video game. Somebody who views the video game as a tertiary concern to the Mexican setting and Mexico itself. Someone that might think, if somebody is going to make the Internet 2.0, well, the Internet was a pretty big hit. We would like to be the owners of Internet 2.0. So what do Internet users do? What do they? Okay, they play video games, right? Very well. What is like the biggest video game in existence right now? World of Warcraft, you say? Who owns that? Oh, Activision Blizzard. Well, that's a weirdly named company. How about we just write them an enormous check, and then we'll slap that logo on our 2.0 Internet sometime in the future? Conspiratorial? Maybe, but bear you in mind here. The Zuck has such belief in the whole Internet 2.0 thing that he's got $250 of market capital wiped out overnight, and that's still just a fourth of the value of this theoretical metaverse. would it be so insane to think that Microsoft will be willing to put down 70-odd billion for securing themselves an internet phenomenon that will sell no matter where they put it? Yeah, just a thought. Just a thought. See, again, this is the problem right here, right? You should not allow any company to ever get into a position where they can simply just buy whatever. A $70 billion purchase. Again, there are nations with less GDP than that. And yet for Microsoft, it's just an investment. It's just something they'll throw out there on a willy-nilly, and they won't even use it to cancel Call of Duty and stuff for PlayStation. They won't even use it to corner the gaming market in which they have a console in. Because to them, gaming is just a side gig. It's something they do for shits and giggles, or for a future investment, or for future clout in the gaming sphere. Again, would it be too much to think that such a company might have far grander designs for Activision Blizzard? I wouldn't be so certain. But let me know what you think. Am I completely crazy here? Because I feel like I might be. I really do, because this is some high-level conspiracy shit. I should stop using that word, because I'm getting my tech giants mixed up. YouTube really does not like the word conspiracy, which, to be fair, I understand, considering these days, again, the only thing separating conspiracy theory from truth tends to be a little bit of time. How long until Arch is proven right on this one? I'd probably say a while, honestly. The Metaverse is just a rough idea at best. A decade or so? Well, I'll probably still be here going, ha 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 ha. I was right. Now, send me more old people shit. Till then, have a good day.